Hey, Sweeney Todd. I don't want to nitpick or anything. Pardon the pun. But, are you a barber? What is this about?
Please don't touch anything.
Oh,
Your
I'm not gonna...
hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Hello there! Welcome to Night's Arcade. I'm Sleepless Night, and we're in Outer Worlds. Look, normally I'd go into the game before I would start, particularly since the... See, I bet my voice has gone up now, hasn't it? Particularly since the music in this opening bit is like really, really loud, particularly in this game. Even though I've turned the music down to about 80% now, it was on 100 before. But I just really love this opening screen. I really like that ship. It's the kind of ugly, beautiful ship that I just really like in games. And if you look inside the cockpit, the bridge, whatever you want to call it, at the front, at the bottom, so the top, I'm assuming, I haven't been in there yet because I haven't got that far in the game, but I'm assuming the window at the top, at the front there, is the captain's quarters. But at the bottom, so there's your, there's your helm, navigation, all. So, but you can actually see in there the controls of, so it's a fully realized 3D model in and out, I presume that, but that's just great. I love that. So we're going to go in to the game. Now, before we get any gameplay done today, I want to ask you a question. And the reason I can do this is because, let me see, I'm not entirely sure what day of the week you're going to get this, because I'm recording it at the weekend to try and get a drop on next week, because I'm way behind on stuff. It should be Monday, I would think. You'll be getting this on Monday, because Wednesday I have planned like a Psychics Halloween video. And by Friday, I hope there'll be a Red Dead Redemption 2 Ultimate Review. But, they quite often, I always underestimate the amount of time it takes me to do those. So even though I'm halfway through the editing of that review, editing these reviews, as if you watch them, you can probably understand, takes me a long time. So, it might not be done by then. So I got a question for you that I'm hoping you'll be able to answer for me en masse, if you like, by the next time. Now, the more answers I get to this, the more meaningful it will be. So even if you're not entirely sure whether you're going to bother watching this, please try to answer. And that is, this being an Obsidian game, should I just play through this game with no regard to spoilers for those who haven't played it? So, in other words, should I do like a playthrough, where we'll do some side quests and we'll do, some main quest line bits? Or I wouldn't offer that, by the way, if it were like 100 odd hours to play through, but it's between 15 and 40 hours, they estimate, depending on how much you faff around. So should I do a playthrough like that, or should I completely avoid showing you the main storyline on here? Should I just stick with side quests and stuff, and, maybe we'll get some Jedi Fallen Order before Christmas and whatever. So, just leave a comment down below and answer me. So yes, here we are. We're at Edgewater, and we're going to go into sunny Edgewater in a moment. Sunny, is it sunny? The sun? No, moon. It's nighttime, so we don't know. But here we're going to go in. Now, I'll let you in on a little secret. I've gone a little bit further in my other account because I like to get some idea what's coming, but I only just briefly flicked around in it. Early retirement. Do you want to end your years in luxury and comfort? Do you dream of walking beneath the vaulted arches of Byzantium? Early retirement is finally here. Early retirement is your ticket to Byzantium. Early retirement is Chairman Rockwell and Minister Clark's gift to you. Selection for early retirement process is by lottery. Winners enjoy an all-expense-paid trip to their new life in Byzantium, the jewel of Halcyon. So, I'm guessing that this part of Halcyon, of the colonies, is the shabby part. It could be the mid-range part. I kind of like it when they start you off on the shabbiest worlds and they build to that sort of grandeur of the bigger cities. I love that. This... Do I have enough mag... Oh. I can get straight into there. Do I have to be nicking stuff? Let's take a spade. Steel pep pills. Alright. Use terminal. Terminal access. Inventory logs. Burial invoice. Theodore Granger. Cause of expiration. Industrial accident. Successfully interred in gravesite 13F. Paid and accounted. In Humer's addendum, Teddy's corpse was missing a hand. Deducted 5 bits from gravesite fee because I'm a kindly fellow. Okay. Sure thing. That's nice of you. What your face? That needs mag picks, which I don't have any of. What'll be around here? Pretty seaside view. Lovely kitchen. 2-hour energy brew. Gourmet salt tuna fillets. Mark apple juice. A ring. Lots of good stuff in bread noodles. Lots of good stuff in here if you're a steelist. If you're a dastardly steelist of... Well, I am when it comes to mag picks. Then I'm a steel shovel. Somebody else is digging things. Shower. Basin. Shitter. Right. Nice. What is this? It's a bypass shunt. What's that for? I don't know. Bypassing something, I'll wager. Steel bit cartridge. Ooh, nick all those weapon parts. I wonder what happens if you get caught with, like, stolen things on you in this. I don't know. Transition to Edgewater. Edgewater. So here's one of the first things I don't like about this game. Let me show you. It's a controller issue. Maybe you can remap it. I don't think so, though.
Yep. 2 whole cans of salt tuna.
Okay. I can't talk to those guys, which is weird. Right. Let's see if it does it with the door. Right, there you go. See that? I put this gun away, and every time I want to open a door or talk to somebody, the gun comes out. Let's see if I can do it. But it didn't do it then when I closed it. Okay, you just have to click it really fast. So, one of the things that I don't like about this game is that I'm too stupid to operate it. Hey, Sweeney Todd. I don't want to nitpick or anything. Pardon the pun. But, are you a barber? What is this about?
Please don't touch anything.
Oh,
Your
I'm not gonna...
hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
I see. Yeah, because usually come with free lectures.
We don't believe in free anything here in Edgewater. We're a Spacer's Choice company. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards.
Oh,
you will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Ah, right, okay. So it's not like a shady thing. I wondered why you didn't react more sort of violently when I opened that door. Am I looking to repair my ship? Silas sent me to collect your dues. Oh, the gravedigger guy, yeah. Prepare my remains for what?
Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable.
Is it? Okay, sure. Maybe that's something I don't know about history. Maybe traditionally that is what a barber does. I don't know. Yeah.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
In other words, yeah.
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Okay. I don't care. Pay up. Yeah, very loose definition of the worst part. I like these. That's some quality drama, Conrad. You should audition.
Thank you, no. I despise the serials.
That
Tell
did not surprise
Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
This is quite a society you've got here, buddy.
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
But the dead people work, surely that just keeps going. Didn't you have the plague or something, didn't Silas say?
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do.
No, that won't do.
Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
Okay. Well, I'm open to suggestions, but nobody ever puts any. So, you know, I think we both content. I'll let you know about
Much obliged.
Being open to suggestions, Conrad, does not mean that people give you any. Other than suggestions to go fuck yourself, which they seem to give me quite often. Have you got anything? Okay, well. You're right, you got nothing to give him. Mind if I poke around a bit in here? Not, you know, figuratively speaking, of course. Not literally gonna be doing any poking of anything that's in here. What is this? Receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Ooh, company's gonna have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's choice property. Eugene was an asset, and somebody has to pay his body price. This is gonna ruin us. So I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Oh, Matt, Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family or something. That's really okay. You're processing the bodies, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body price, and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal. Next time you see me, waggle your eyebrows. Okay. That's messed up. So does me. This does not look like a dude that shot himself. Where did he shoot himself? We don't want to know. What is this? Marauder. Oh no, it's a guard. Okay. Well, that's all that we've got to see in Conrad's place, I guess. See, Conrad? Look at that, you see? Even close the door on the way out.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Yikes.
They start asking you for some medicine, come tell me. I'll set them straight.
Okay. Sure thing. Food, smokes, and beer.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you.
Hello, my good general store keep.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet.
Okay.
You ought to go have a talk with the boss, Reed Thompson.
The boss.
He's up in his tower above the cannery.
Tower. Okay.
Music to my ears.
Your merchant skill is equal to the value of your best dialogue skill and is used to negotiate prices when buying and selling from vendors. Alright. What do we got here? Weapons. Oh, we got a shotgun. We got a couple of spades. I could probably sell him that. Although I guess I could have broken it down, couldn't I, for stuff? Rebuilt mining gear. How does that compare with what I'm already wearing? Listen to that! Like, you know, even those little riffs. It's not just me, is it? That definitely is Firefly inspired, right? I have sort of online started calling this Fallout Fly because firstly, I like the name, and secondly, I mean, it's very, very, very definitely. Oh, is that the tower above the cannery? Yeah, it's very, very, very definitely Firefly inspired, this whole thing. What is this place? Oh, it's the church. Okay. I don't go in those unless I absolutely have to. That's the way out, I'm guessing. Is this a house? We'll never know. Wait, I saw a sign for the cannery. Where's... Oh, maybe that...
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
That's the cannery. Gotta be the cannery there. Spacer's choice. Saltuna Cannery. Okay. Hello. There's nobody on reception. Ooh, that's probably a sore point, right? Receptionist shot himself, I remember. I know we've got to go upstairs to see the boss, so that's obviously what this is, but let's poke around. Poke, poke. Oh, that's the big door to the outside world. Gourmet salt tuna. Vending machine. What? Vendor. Vending machines offer a variety of items to purchase, mostly from one company. Hack skill of 20 or higher allows you to sell items to the vending machine. Oh, nice. Restricted items on a vendor can also be purchased when you have high enough reputation with the associated faction or a hack skill of 40 or higher. Well, that's cool. Isn't that nice? Ollie Ollie toxic free. Nice. Liquid toxin absorber. How many? Your bits? How many bits have I got? I got 30 bits. That's lame. Ooh. Trip blade. Well, these are all very well and good and nice and stuff. It's a pretty helmet. 110 bits. Which I'm 80 short. Nice. Okay. Sure. And that one is empty. Or, powerless. So what, then, is my attributes, skills? Here we go. Dialogue. Hack. Oh, I have a hack level of 27. Unlock the ability to sell goods to vending machines, and at 40 you can unlock access to restricted items in vending machines. Adept. Hack auto mechanicals and turn them off for 3 seconds. Auto mechanical detection range by 31. Oh, does that mean you're detected at 30% less distance? Not you can detect them. Master. Hack auto mechanical distance plus 2.5 meters. 5 meters total. Okay. Well, that's cool. Hey, buddy.
I don't have time for this.
I didn't mean to point a gun at you. That really needs to... That hold function? What? Wait a second. I really tapped that super fast. There we go to put it away. But that just whips the thing out when I... Yeah, you see? It's not just me. Look.
Just gotta keep our heads up.
Yeah, and that's really iffy. That tap sensitivity is like way too highly tuned. Because it seems to be like 3 levels. Like tap, hold, and then super lightning speed. Only the Flash can play this game kind of tap. Or, maybe people under 20. Of which I haven't been for a long, long time. Right. Oh, Phyllis Granger. Oh, you're the...
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Graveside feast, made to collect.
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Well, I don't have any problem being rude to you.
Shit.
Give me the money.
Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees.
Oh,
I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
that was easy.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid
Yeah,
the bill.
there you go.
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
Sure enough.
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story.
No, he
Can't
didn't.
imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
So I understand. Well, he didn't put a round through his head unless they put that helmet on him afterwards, because he looked completely unharmed. But, okay.
Eugene wasn't family.
Okay. But there was a Granger mentioned in the computer log. That wasn't Eugene, though, was it? Some Theodore, that was.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime.
I see.
The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, you can't be serious.
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through.
Oh, the asshole.
In other
huh?
words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice. Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury.
No.
We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide.
Sure.
All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Sure thing, Phyllis. Nope, that's not how we go through doors in this game. Night. Bloody thing. Yeah, fix that, Obsidian. Wait, can I actually remap? That's not the way to find that out. Settings. Controls. Controller sensitivity. Yes, that's just the stick sensitivity, isn't it? Move sensitivity. That's not going to help me with the buttons. Button layout is standard. Oh, so there's a different one. Tactical. No, that's still reload, talk, and interact. Still reload, talk, and interact. Still reload, talk, and interact. Yep, okay. Okay, so we'll stick with the standard one because it doesn't really help much. Pick up Guide to Mechanical Engineering Volume 2. Really? That's basically a book. Pretty big. Is that like a skill book, I wonder? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. But I'll never know. No, because... Ah, wait. Phyllis, there's a gravesite fee, captain's identification, and the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering Volume 2. Dense technical primer on mechanical engineering published by Spacer's Choice. This volume describes the process of repairing and dismantling common models of automechanical workers. Oh, I like that. I can zoom even further. Oh, you've got to do this weird. Okay. Right. Well, that's no use to me then, is it? Let's steal all of those things because I didn't care for Phyllis, I've got to be honest. Even take the 0G brew, I think. And... Ooh. Oh, I don't have any mag picks. Oh, I got one. Why not? Continue. Spacer's Choice property from the office of Reed Dobson. Symptoms of infection have now reached a critical mass. I've instructed our staff to transform the old domicile into a sick house. Plague is a reality of life on the frontier, and as Spacers, we are expected to face up to reality. And the reality is that we do not carry enough medicine to treat all of you. Medical treatment is a privilege, not a right. We must strive every day to demonstrate our worthiness of that privilege. If you find yourself suffering the symptoms of incipient plague, the best thing you can do for yourself and your family is to don your jumpers and come to work. Work fortifies the spirit. Physical illness recapitulates spiritual weakness. Yes, yes. You heard that all from Conrad. That was the only thing in there, right? Yes, it was. Alright. Put the gun away. Don't hurt yourself. Oh, there's a thing. If I can get up to that thing. Oh! No. Okay, well, we can try, at least, can't we? I say we try. Oh, goddamn. Nearly. Come on. Boing. Boing. It's very sort of bouncy, this game. I'm guessing that's an intentional gravity thing, which is nice. A model spaceship. Oh, I so badly want that. And now I so badly have it. Get it, because I stole it. Okay, before I start talking out of my ass anymore, that door just goes back out to the cannery where we were to begin. Yeah. Yeah, nothing important there. Let's go upstairs. Okay, town leader. Let's put that way. Make a good first impression, eh? Oh, are we happy for you, flashback?
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Dobson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Dobson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting Saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with... well, not fish.
Oh my god. Soylent Green is people. Moment.
Seems we've got a guest.
Hello.
Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up.
She
I
did.
do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
No, I'm not. Not your uniform, anyway.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Okay.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have
That's
our
what she said.
power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Frying myself.
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
I see.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness.
I'm sure that's
People
exactly
living
how
in
they'll
the
see it.
botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Do I look like I give a shit what you need? I don't know. Do I look like that, by the way? I can't see myself, so...
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations. It's our problem, not yours, but I'm asking for your help. If those workers don't come back, Edgewater is going to collapse. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Okay.
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
Well, she doesn't want to
That
come
is
back.
not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that. Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson.
Sure.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
Sure.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Yes, it is. You gained a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support, their skills enhance your skills, they increase your carrying capacity, you can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Learn more about your companions in the companion ledger. Thanks. I'll try to do that. Come on then, Kaylee. I'm sorry, Parvati.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Yeah, sorry about pointing the gun at you. It's kind of a thing.
We better
See?
clear out of Mr. Thompson's office
Totally.
before we talk.
It's not personal. I did it to the elevator controls too, did you see? So, yeah, she's obviously... You see what I was saying about Firefly? So this is obviously your... Because I've seen her on the companion thing. So this is obviously your Kaylee Fry? Kaylee Fry? Is that her name? Fry? Anyway, this is obviously your Serenity's Kaylee. She's the engineer, clearly.
Hey, mister, can we talk?
You just... Okay.
Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just... Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Okay.
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Town's got issues. I
don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Sure. Adelaide. You know Adelaide?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Sure.
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her.
Sure.
Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Max the Vicar. Got it. Sure.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Yeah, thanks, Kaylee. Right. Now, I did go by a church. I know. The vicar, you said, right? There's the church. I see it. Oh, look at that. Little observatory.
I've always felt weird in here.
Yeah, I know.
Clean.
Oh, that's why you feel weird in the church. We probably need to have a talk.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you around here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk
Oh,
to the
that's
vicar,
Mary.
is all.
I was going to say, Christ, the thing says Parvati. He called her Miss Holcomb. How many names has she got? That's why I'm going to stick to calling her Kaylee. Hey, Max, the priest.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Let's go with the third one. No, I don't want spiritual advice. You're barking up the wrong tree there, Vicky.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
Well, you're
You
going to
wanted
talk.
to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Dodgy.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
What talk is that? Okay.
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Sure. Sounds easy.
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Why would I assume that it's safe? It's a video game. It's not very often safe. Safe? Where's the fun in that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I'm not really in the habit of assisting people to overlook the truth in favor of religion, but sure, whatever. If it's going to pay money, I'll do it.
What? No, I don't want to burn it. I would never. I mean, I just want to. Look, I have a very simple goal here. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
No. That's a very old story, Vicky. Keep the writing out of layman's hands. You're not getting on my good side.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
Okay.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
I guessed as much, Vicky. Like your little Somalian logo there. Was it Scientology? I get those mixed up all the time. Right. Kaylee, you coming? Right. Well, you know, folks, I mean, we're running kind of really... not a lot has happened. Maybe we should just go outside and shoot some stuff. Let's just go outside and shoot some stuff. Just quickly, you know? Because this is the problem with this, is that when I do these and I'm sort of looking around, this is always going to take an awful lot longer, and the episodes are going to be a lot longer than I had intended them to be, because, you know, I'm really bad at cutting the sort of fat out of episodes. Probably because I talk a lot, but, cool, I don't want to do that. How did I do that? Oh, was there a quick... Wait. Oh, there is a quick swap. Alright, quick swap. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Alright. Okay, so there is, you know, stuff to look at here. Ooh. criminal activities. Yeah, sure.
Nice.
She didn't seem to have a big problem with that, did she? Da, 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 da.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month.
Yeah, I got
the
one.
wind here.
So, anyway, I think we're going to have to leave it there. There's not really a lot I can do. I can shoot at this, but it doesn't do a lot. You know? So, yeah, but I did say when we started this... Oh, hello. I did say when we started this in the last episode that word has it... Massive braided cable. That's a lovely thing to look at. I don't know why that appeals to me. It just does. Yeah, word has it that this game is very heavy on the dialogue for the first few hours. So, you know, there's that. Not a lot of action. But there you go. That's, you know, I don't want to keep everybody here any longer than that. I was trying to shorten down my episodes, not make them longer. And, you know, now I've come into a thing where, you know, on top of my endless ranting, these episodes are going to take forever. But remember what I said. What I want is an opinion on whether or not I should do like a straight playthrough of this, everything along the way, in which case it's probably going to take a long time, and you know, you're going to get a lot of fairly long episodes while you wait through all the conversations and stuff. Or I can stick to side quests, which, you know, there might not be as much of. But, you know, that's up to you. So, you know, please, as many of you as can leave me opinions on that as possible would be great. An update on the streaming thing before we go. I have kind of decided now. I did sort of give a caveat to my question about streaming in the last episode, which is that I was only looking, you know, just weighing up my options. I am definitely planning to stream, right? Just so that you know, I am planning to stream, absolutely. So I will be doing it. That's my plan. And it's possible I'll be doing it quite soon. But a lot depends on how much I can get to find out about in the next few days. Because the only reason I would start it really quickly is the possibility of doing something in Red Dead Redemption on the PC version, which means I have to purchase the PC version, and then I would stream. Anyway, the streams, if and when I start doing them, the streams will take the place of my usual Let's Plays, and what I'll probably do is upload streams on like a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, probably again, or I would stream on those days where possible. Probably. This is just a very sort of sketchy plan at the moment, and then they would take the place of my Let's Plays because I'd then upload them to YouTube. And the other videos, like, you know, Butch Dumar stuff, Sidekick stuff, Ultimate Reviews and stuff like that, they'd be kind of extras that would come. Usually I'd put those at the weekends or in between days on the week, or, you know, whatever and whenever I do that. The idea will be to save me a bit of time in the long run. And the only way I can do that is if it's a service that allows me to put the Let's Plays directly onto the channel without any really seriously noticeable loss in quality. From that, I'm guessing that Twitch probably isn't the answer. YouTube is probably the answer. But, you know, there are all sorts of variables to weigh up. You know, if I do all my streams on YouTube as well as put my videos on YouTube, I'm ignoring a possible extra revenue source. I'm putting all my eggs in one basket in case the unthinkable happens and YouTube starts to have problems, or some new thing happens that kicks all the half the content creators off. You know, so I don't be putting all my eggs in one basket if possible. I don't really want to use Mixer, but, you know, I still want to hear your thoughts. YouTube, Twitch, or Mixer, pros and cons to both. You know, I really want to kind of hear this because I'm doing a bit of research, but I'm also looking at capture cards and things and which one is better for, you know, should I get the 4K, you know, the Elgato 4K 60 Pro or whatever it is. Now the new one, the Mark II, should I go for a lower, you know, should I go for a lower, cheaper capture card, or should I try getting the future proof, or should I avoid getting a 4K one at this stage because it's still in the early stages, and by the time more people are doing that, you know, there'll be more options. We'll see anyway. But that, if you don't want to talk in the comments here, follow me on Twitter at knights_arcade, and I welcome any comments on that and suggestions on Twitter. But if you don't do Twitter, just leave those things in the comments here. And other than that, leave a like if you like this video, or if you like my other videos, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and you ring the notification bell, and you should even get a notification every time I post new content. But until next time, from me and Kaylee here at Knights Arcade, this is Sleepless Night saying nighty night.